Okay, guys, we're at it again. So this church you're looking at behind me right here, right, is the first African Baptist church erected AD 1859 on the wall right there. So it is said, according to history, that this church was used as a part of the Underground Railroad by African American slaves back in the days, right? So the term used by African American slaves to escape plantation life. The first African Baptist church in Savannah, Georgia, was a stopping point where slaves hid until they were safe to move to the next um, stopping point, heading north from the brutal life of slavery in the South. All right, so the Underground Railroad operated from the early 1800s to around 1863. The Fugitive Slave Act of 1850 made it illegal for people to escape to freedom with a fine of 6 month imprisonment or $1,000. So the Underground Railroad had many moving parts, and people who made it possible. Slave stations like this church was a place where slaves hid. Station masters were the people who ran the hideouts. Conductors were like Harriet Tubman people. So those people were considered conductors, right? Who guided slaves to stations. Passengers were slaves traveling along the hidden routes, and the cargo was slaves who arrived at safe houses. On November 11, 2024, Harriet Tubman was posthumously recognized as a brigadier general in Maryland National Guard in honor of her military service in the American Civil War 160 years later. Right? So that's a part of history in Savannah also. And there's much more to it than just this. It's closed today, so we can't go inside, right? But one of these days when it's open, we'll probably get a chance to go inside. You can see there's a lot of tour buses traveling around Savannah, and people are learning about all these historic points in Savannah, Georgia, also. Okay? All right, let's move on. That's fine.